hitters like to get into a rhythm too. And you like to bat if you're the leadoff guy first and in the third inning. Sometimes you have to wait too long. You feel like you've sat too long without having an at-bat.
Ellis struck out his first time and takes a strike. 0-1. And right away, Wainwright ahead 0-2.
Well, I know his former manager, Tony La Russa, likens Adam Wainwright to a pitcher he had in Oakland, Dave Stewart. And Dave Stewart had his stare, but Wainwright gets locked in also. All business.
Outside, you have conversations around the water cooler about the best golfer never to win a major. You can talk about pitchers who haven't won a Cy Young who are the best, and certainly Wainwright would be in that conversation. 2010 he was second to Roy Halladay. 2009 he was third but had the most first place votes. Tim Lincecum won it, and his teammate Chris Carpenter was second. But he won 19 games in 09 and won 20 in 2010. Then sat out 2011 after having Tommy John. A 19-game winner this year, tied with Jordan Zimmerman of the Nats.
And he's probably going to finish behind Kershaw.
Into right center field, John Jay, and Beltran let it fall in between them. And Ellis is at second, sliding with a double.
Yeah, there are a couple of plays here. These aren't going to be ruled errors, but they're an error in judgment right here. A little miscommunication on who's going to catch this. That's a catchable ball. Normally the center fielder takes charge. He has priority over the right fielder. That's a big leadoff double, which shouldn't have been one.
There was a day when Carlos Beltran would have called anyone off that baseball, but at this point in his career, it's John Jay who has to take everything.
You think back to game one and the play in which Beltran called off Jay to make the catch in right field and throw Ellis out at the plate. On this one, they stared at each other, the ball dropped, and Ellis stands at second in a scoreless game with nobody out. And here's Hanley Ramirez. He had a blooper fall between Jay and Carpenter in the first.
Sometimes there's a light ball. The ball gets caught in the lights. That wasn't a light ball, but sometimes it gets lost in the fans. And with everyone waving white towels, it's quite conceivable you're not tracking the ball real well in this stadium. That's definitely a home field advantage.
Ramirez takes, and the count even, a ball and a strike. If you're just joining us, Ramirez with a hairline fracture of the 8th rib on his left side, sat out game 2. Back in the starting lineup here in game 3 with the Dodgers trailing 2-0.
I think the interesting part we watched in game 1 where the Cardinals decided they were not going to allow Ramirez to beat him. We'll see if it changes tonight here with Wainwright.
I don't see him giving in. He's been throwing all-speed pitches, sliders, behind the count. He's out to make a pitch.
In the air to right. Beltran makes the catch. Ellis will tag, throw to third, late. So Ellis at third with 1 out for Adrian Gonzalez. Guy who knocked in 100 runs in the regular season and tied for the National League lead with 10 sacrifice flies. Cardinals bring the defense, the infield in.
The Dodgers have not been good at getting that runner in from third base here in this series. They're 0 for 5.
They hit .294 with runners in scoring position in the first series, .063 coming into this game.
As a hitter, you want to hit with a guy on third base and less than 2 out. Takes the pressure off the base hit. Use the big part of the field and try to drive the ball out there.
Turned on it and fouled it almost into the St. Louis dugout.
With this situation also, you'll get the very best from the pitcher on the mound. He bears down a little harder. He makes better pitches.
Sometimes it's a battle over who becomes more impatient, the pitcher or the hitter.
Adrian's pretty good at driving in runs. He's calm, swings at strikes, and he definitely uses the whole field.
One is lined to right. And the Dodgers are on the board. Gonzalez sliding into second. And it's 1-0.
This looks like a slider or a cutter on the inside. 91 miles an hour, pulls his hands in, gets jammed a little bit, but strong enough to muscle it down the right field line.
One of the few disagreements you'll see between Wainwright and Molina. Molina called for a curveball, he shook it off. Called for a fastball away, he shook it off, and he went to the cutter. Third choice is not a charm.
Here's Ethier. Swinging at the first pitch. Carpenter throws him out. Gonzalez moves to third, now with 2 out here in the fourth.
He fought all the way back and he got called out on a borderline pitch. You have to look at that as a successful at bat, in my opinion. He wasn't too jumpy. He fouled off some pitches, worked the count back to 3-2.
He has struck out his last 5 times at the plate. Waved at it, ball and a strike.
You know, everyone usually figures out that the Cardinals seem to play perfect baseball every October, but a mistake in this inning has been the difference.
Dodgers have 3 hits, 2 of them should have been caught.
Hard stuff in, the soft stuff away. Going fastball away now, mixing it up a little bit.
Hit pretty well to right. Beltran back. That ball is off the wall. Gonzalez scores from third, and look at Puig. He makes the turn, and he is standing at third with a triple.
thought he hit this ball out.
And that's the energy that the fans wanted, but he thinks it's gone. And then he has the ability to make it up just with physical speed to get all the way to third. He's watching it, celebrating it, and he goes, oh no.
I better make it to third.
And then he turns it on right about here.
Well, it would bother you if you were on the other team, but it's not bothering the Dodgers.
It snaps an 0 for 11 cold streak for Puig in this series, and it puts the Dodgers ahead 2-0. Here's Uribe. Uribe tried to hold up, couldn't. No balls and 2 strikes.
Wainwright pitching from the stretch. You never know. Puig might steal home.
You said the right thing. You never know. It's hard to take your eyes off him.
Uribe goes down on strikes, but the Dodgers, in 22 innings of frustration, they score twice, and we head to the 5th.